Hey everybody, and good morning. It's Wednesday, May 20th, and it's the 17th day of my 22-day United Kingdom tour. I'm in a wonderful little hotel, Chase Hotel, uh, and I'm leaving today and heading to Scarborough. Um, Yesterday was a delightful day. I crawled out of bed. I had a small English breakfast because I was going to be having lunch with a friend who I haven't seen in quite some time, Libby Johnson, who I met on the Norwegian Star. It was funny, the first time we ever met was with Dimitri and Bruno, Ian, and myself, and Libby all going to the Noodle Box in Victoria, British Columbia when we were cruising in Alaska. And we've stayed friends all this time. She's a brilliant singer and now works for P&O Line a fair amount. And in fact, I believe she's going on an adventure very soon. Uh, Shared some great stories and ate some fabulous pasta in a little place called Leamington Spa. I don't know if it's so little, but it was actually very cool. It had a modern, really large shopping center in the center of the town, and I parked over by a place like Covent Garden. Apparently that's a popular name over here. When it came time to leave after our wonderful lunch, the sky opened up. It just, the hail, rain, it was just torrential, just amazing. I bought an umbrella. And of course, as soon as I bought the umbrella and made it to the car through the torrential downpour, it stopped before I even got out of the car park. And it's a brilliantly sunny day, as you can tell by the shadow on my face today. So probably not going to use the umbrella again. Oh, of course, it is England. There's a very good chance I'll use it every half an hour because the weather seems to change pretty commonly here. Did the drive up and got into the hotel. Alan Cooper, who was hosting the lecture for me, super generous and friendly host, took me out for dinner and had a wonderful grilled chicken and jacket potato. That's a baked potato in North America. Jacket potato here was an excellent dinner, and headed on over to the hall and did the lecture. It was a great turnout. People were great. There was a fellow by the name of Steve who showed me some pretty wicked ideas with a rubber band. Very creative and lots of great magicians with some really creative stuff. It was a really fun evening. Crawled into bed and watched the 23rd episode of 24. And this morning, crawled out of bed and watched the final episode. For those of you who haven't seen it, close your ears. Yeah, I can't believe they ended with a cliffhanger. Okay, that's all I had wanted to say. Um, Today, I missed English breakfast because I really didn't care, and getting in the car, and I'm driving to Scarborough, and lecture again this evening. Lecture every night except for Saturdays. Apparently here in England, lectures on Saturday nights are not popular. Nobody wants them, so I've had the Saturdays off. Both Saturdays I went to see stuff. I had fun. The first one, yeah, the first Saturday I went, where did I go? Oh, I slept in a room in Bristol and just took it easy. And the second Saturday is when I went and saw Angels and Demons and went to see things in Liverpool. Now this next Saturday, it just dawned on me, I'll end in Bradford on Friday night. They usually end around 10:30, 11 o'clock at night. By the time I crawl into bed, it's usually around midnight. And my flight out of Manchester is at 7 a.m. I don't know how far Bradford is from Manchester, but I think it's going to be a horrible evening. After I finish at Bradford, I'll probably have to check in 2 hours in advance. That's 5 o'clock in the morning. If it's an hour or 2 hours drive, that would mean leaving around 3 o'clock in the morning to be there for 5. Oh, it's going to be an ugly, ugly day. Sometimes you think that it's the glamorous life, being an entertainer. There are moments that are really great, and then there are moments when you realize you booked a 7 o'clock in the morning flight, and I have nobody to blame but myself. But I'll leave at 7 o'clock in the morning out of Manchester and be back into Vancouver, also on Saturday at like 2 or 3 o'clock in the afternoon, and be able to spend some time with Hannah on a Saturday. That'll be fun. Nothing else really to report. Brandon wrote on my YouTube posting of this that he'd love to hear a little bit about how I got started in magic or that sort of stuff. To be honest, it's pretty mediocre. My father was a magician. He taught me tricks when I was young. I remember seeing Bob Dorian as one of my very first magicians at a USO tour in Zweibrücken, Germany, and I told my dad I wanted to do it. seemed only fit. We already had magic stuff laying all around the house. And that's when I realized my dad was a really good magician. Over the years, I had the opportunity to be tutored, mentored by some of the most famous magicians and some that you've never heard of, but should have. There are people like Ernie Ekdahl, Ernie Crockford, Carl Hemian, Leon Mandrake, um, Jack Poulter, Jack Calvé, that you've more than likely not heard of. But they were all brilliant magicians, and they all lent a hand in my career. Magicians you would know better would be people like Tony Yang, who helped so much and made such a difference. I've been showing recently over this lecture tour my classic force more and more and explaining how I can be so good at that move. And it dawned on me that the reason I'm so good at it is because Tony taught it to me. And he didn't just teach it to me, he explained it in great detail, all the little nuances. And then after that, I watched him do it thousands of times at a place called the Drummer's Lounge, and it really made a difference. I owe so much to that man. I owe a lot to the magic community as a whole. Well, I'll tell you some more a little bit later. Right now, I'm going to get up, brush my teeth, shave, shower, and get in the car and drive to Scarborough. I'll leave you with some words of wisdom from a songwriter. Lisa's brilliant. I can't pronounce her last name, but my life depended on it. I believe she's Scandinavian. And she said these words in a song. The song is called "The World Keeps Turning," and the lyrics are really cool. It says, "The world keeps turning. We can't change its course. What I can't hold by love, I won't hold by force." You keep well. Keep busy. Most of all, be happy. Talk to you soon.